Hey everybody, this is Cody 922 here. Welcome to Cody Talks Fandom, episode number 30. 30 episodes in, the start of a new, I didn't think that one through, but the start of a new set of 10. And this is going to be another interview episode. You guys all voted, and you voted on cosplayers. So I reached out fairly quickly to cosplayers in the fandom that I really enjoyed. Got back a pretty quick response, and it was a yes. I'm really excited about this. So this is going to be the first cosplayer interview, also the first two-person interview, because these people are a duo that run one of my favorite blogs, period, on Tumblr, which is a Bumblebee cosplay Ask blog. Everybody, please welcome to the show, Ask-Kittentits.
Yay!
Ali and Rio.
Hello. Hi. Yep, this is Rio, and yes, I do cosplay Yang from Ask-Kittentits.
And I'm Allie. I cosplay Blake. I almost said my name's Blake, and I cosplay Allie. No.
Which one's the truth? Be like a Chris Pratt at whatever it is. He's like, I'm wearing a human that used to be. Like, one of those lines.
Chris Pratt is life.
Chris Pratt is precious, and I'm sad that he's a married man.
The truth.
Same.
But, so this is going to be, like I said, the first cosplayers interview, first two-person interview, which naturally probably will make this a little bit longer, I'd imagine. I don't know. I've never done this before. And so I have today, I believe, 25 questions prepared out. And because I forgot to count them beforehand. I have 25 questions, though, prepared out for the both of you. And I just want to ask, are you ready?
We're ready.
Let's go.
All right. How did you first discover RWBY?
You want to go first, Allie?
Well, I've been in the Rooster Teeth kind of fandom for along the lines of 3-4 years. I pretty much started with the Minecraft Let's Plays and then just kept watching stuff as it came out. So when the Red trailer came out, that's when I got into RWBY. And then I kind of had to wait for a couple months for Rio to get into it.
Yeah, actually, I think it must have been when the first volume was done. My brother Tino picked it up and showed me what it was, and I said, wow, this looks pretty cool. I sat down and watched it all in one sitting, and I said, Allie, have you seen this thing? You need to see it. And they were like, yeah, I've been watching, paying attention to that. Where have you been? So it was pretty embarrassing, but that was awesome. Got into that at the same time, pretty much.
Yeah.
Great stories. Coming out for, I think that might be the first time that somebody's ever said that they discovered that they found Rooster Teeth through Achievement Hunter, and then they found RWBY because of that connection. So, congratulations, you were the first one to say that. Lots of firsts. Lots of firsts this episode.
All right, yeah.
We're on a roll. Next question. What was the first RWBY cosplay you remember seeing?
Oh, God. I want to say, it must have been IRL Ruby Rose on Tumblr when I'd first gotten into the fandom, following RWBY blogs and, you know, just big names or whatever. And I think I just remember her RWBY the most vividly coming up and doing asks on Tumblr, and they were pretty popular. And I think that was the first RWBY cosplayer I saw. I don't know about you.
I think the first RWBY cosplayer I actually, not just sort of saw, because I did a lot of reference lookups when I was looking at the costumes.
Oh.
But, the first actual cosplayer I saw, in a blog form, was John Vomit Boy Arc. And we're pretty good friends now, so It kind of worked out in the end.
Shout out to Sammy!
Shout out to that person. I know the URL. I don't follow them, but I know the URL.
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess that one. What made you decide to cosplay for RWBY?
Well.
The laugh is a great sign.
Well, I don't know. I came into RWBY watching it, and I think about chips first and foremost. And me and Allie had just gotten out of Homestuck, so we were doing. We actually met through. I don't know if you know Homestuck, but Gamzee and Terezi cosplay. So we really shipped that, and that was what we were into, figuring out more couple cosplay. And so we saw RWBY, and I said, she's a hot smoking babe, banging blonde. I was like, can I I wonder if I could do this costume. And Allie knows how to sew. So they were like, yeah, I'll make that costume for you. Yeah, we'll do it. And I was like, no, let's really do these costumes. Let's really plan this out and really have this be a thing, because I'm pretty excited about this show and just the animation and everything. It was just really interesting to me, and we just pined forth and did it.
The way Rio brought it up to me was, so Allie, Yang has giant boobs, right?
God.
I also have giant boobs. I think I should cosplay Yang. And you should cosplay Blake because they're hot together. And I was like, okay, sure.
If you want to put it that way. Nowadays, I do look at a cosplay and measure cup size before I consider. Like, I'll be honest. Like, I'm like, okay, I've got to put them out there.
All right. This is a fantastic start to the interview.
Oh my god. This is the worst. I'm embarrassed.
Okay, that was fantastic.
I'm glad we're not disappointing.
Yeah.
No, this is entertaining as I'd hoped it'd be. Because I see your replies to stuff, and you know, I've always said "Talk Dirty to Me, Yang" is one of my favorite.
Oh my
videos
goodness.
that I've seen. Like, that's just one of my favorite things. It was one of the first things I saw by y'all too.
Yeah, it was one of the first things we posted.
Yeah.
So.
And then I looked through the rest of your blog, and I was sad it was only 2 pages. But
Oh, wow, that long? How you been falling for that long?
yeah.
Well,
But,
it wasn't too long.
But it's just like as time went on, it was like, okay, these people are pretty fantastic. There was the giant ladle, and I'm still,
Giant
yeah.
ladle.
I still don't know like why that became a kind of a recurring thing, like a little mini recurring theme. It just like it's gonna pop up from here on out.
We were basically with the giant ladle. It was just like I had bought a giant ladle for no reason because it was a giant ladle, you know. And so it was hanging around my room. And the ask was like, do you guys have any toys you use in bed or something? And I was like, okay. So how can we answer this as ridiculously as possible? So I was like, I have a giant 2-foot-long ladle. So let's just make that. And then we had so much fun with it that we just decided that it would be like the inside joke of our blog. And it kind of went off pretty well. So it was a good choice, we think.
It paid for itself.
Yeah.
As one does. I was just out. There was a giant ladle, and I bought the giant ladle.
Yeah.
All right. This one is more specifically for Allie. Also, the first user submitted a question. There are, I forgot to say beforehand, 3? Yeah, 3. No. I can't remember exactly how many. I don't feel like looking through my list right now. But there are, 3 in total. But how long did it take you to make the cosplay, and did Rio help?
Well, I made Weiss, Yang, and Blake's costumes, and I made those 3 over about the period of a year. I'm really, really lazy when it comes to sewing, so probably in total time, it only took me like 10 hours to make Yang's and 8 to make Blake's, but total time, it probably took me about 6 months because I'm just so lazy and slow, but it didn't take that long.
I mean, I helped with picking out fabric and cutting, but when it came to actually putting the pieces together, that's just something totally foreign to me. I just let Allie do all that. But back rubs and kisses, I don't know, just yeah, babe, go at it, you got it. Just sitting back uselessly.
She was at school for most of the time I made it.
Oh, true.
So
right, I ordered the fabric online and mailed it to your house.
So we were a couple hours apart when I made them. So it really was just mostly me, but Rio did do the emotional support.
Yes. I'm good at that.
I was just thinking, like, right then and there, I actually went to the list. Like, it would have been really fitting if just like from this standpoint, if Rio had been Blake, just so that she could have sat there with they could have sat there with the banner, just waving the banner like in.
True.
Fight well.
True.
If only.
Oh man, missed opportunities. You wanna go back? Let's do it. We haven't tried each other's costumes on. They'd probably rip.
Yeah, I can really fit in mine. I don't think you'd be able to fit in mine.
One day, one ask.
one. All right. Well, I know what I'm gonna have to get on.
Well, do it. We were waiting for it, just to see, you know.
I am here. Or you know what? Better yet, somebody in the audience send it out.
True.
People watch this show sometimes.
All right.
What's your favorite AU? And what's your favorite AU, or what's an AU that you want to cosplay for?
Oh my god.
I'll go first because Rio's probably going to rant a whole bunch about it. I don't really know of many AUs. I'm not really as involved in stuff as Rio is. So I don't really know the answer to that question.
Just pick one. You like the gender fluid Blake.
Yeah, gender fluid Blake's cool. So that one. I have cosplayed that one, so I guess that counts.
For me, I am in love with Kuma from Taiwan's henceforward AU. Like, every 2 weeks I'm checking for an update. It's just blowing my mind, just the art and how Kuma manages to capture all these emotions, and just, of course, the White Rose too. I ship White Rose. I ship all RWBY girls. You know, just they're girls. How could you afford not to just ship them with each other? But if I wanted to cosplay from an AU, I look at henceforward Yang and I say, well, bra. Okay, well, that's one of the criteria for all the cosplay I would like to do. There's some cleavage. What are they like, assless chaps? I have no idea. They're fantastic. It's a fantastic outfit, the cowboy hat and the sunglasses. But I don't know. I don't even know where to begin to try and tackle that, because just it's a hot mess, amazing outfit with the boots and everything. Is just really great. Go check it out if you haven't already. It's life-changing. I'll go as far as to say life-changing.
Henceforward, one of the first major comics on the RWBY fandom. I'd still say arguably the top. RWBY Quest is the only thing that I can think of being
RWBY Quest 2, god damn
fighting
it.
with it for
RWBY Quest.
fighting with it for popularity. I'm speaking strictly on popularity because I don't want to pick sides here, because I feel like if I pick one side, I'm gonna die the next day.
No, I think they're both pretty well known.
They're both extremely well known.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kuma, talked about Kuma before on the show. I'd love to have Kuma on. Kuma, if you're watching this episode, come on my show.
Please. I love you, Kuma.
Great comic, though. Who's y'all's favorite character?
I don't want to be stereotypical, be like, yes, my favorite character is Yang, and I cosplay Yang, and I am Yang.
I fully expected you both to say Yang and Blake, respectively. I'm not gonna lie.
Actually, my favorite character is probably Yang, too. Just because she's, like, so fun, you know? Just kind of there.
Fun blondes.
I also really like, I'm really hopeful for Scarlet.
The truth.
I really love the concept of Scarlet.
Yeah.
We're
I
gonna
expect big things.
Team Useless Noodle.
Yeah.
I love it. Who aside from Yang? I'm like picturing all the RWBY characters with Yang's face on them, and I'm like, okay, well, never mind. Well, my queen has spoken.
Does the mane come? The blonde mane?
Yeah.
Yes.
I love it.
Is that the answer?
Yeah, I get Yang and
Yeah.
you said Scarlet.
I like everyone pretty well.
Yeah, everyone's pretty great.
Everybody has their own unique traits, you know, so it's kind of easy to like different people for different things.
Oh, true.
Every boy in the show is useless in their own special way.
True.
Because really, I mean, I made the joke in a prior episode. It was just, Roman is literally the only male character in the show that doesn't literally fuck up every single time they're on screen.
Well,
the only one.
I forgot about the villains. Can I change my answer? My favorite character is Emerald.
Oh, true. God, oh my God.
You're allowed to change. You're allowed to change answers. Yes, villains are allowed. The villains in RWBY are lovable.
I love Emerald.
All of them are pieces of shit.
I love Emerald.
The
so
Fates
much.
Alley. Thirsty.
Senpai.
We're thirsty.
Emerald's great. I have a feeling I might know what this one will be, but what's y'all's favorite ship?
Well, you see, there's a thing, and it's called, and you may have never heard of it before. You may have never heard of this ship. What did you like? Blake and Yang. Or Yang and Blake, respectively, however you want to see that. Personally, Blake is a power bottom, as stated previously by Erin herself. She sees her more as a power bottom, but but no, I really like all ships in RWBY. The only ship I can't really get behind when I really think about it is Yang and Junior, which is just really weird for me. But
I wonder why.
Well. But yeah, pretty much I'll ship anything. I don't really go out of my way to hate any certain ship, but Bumblebee, of course, is queen in my eyes. I know what Allie's gonna say.
Yeah, I obviously ship Bumblebee. How could I not? But actually, my top ship in RWBY is Monochrome.
No breaks.
No breaks.
I'm such a guilty Monochrome shipper.
There's so much good art for Monochrome. It's just like I find myself blogging Monochrome a lot more than I find myself blogging Bumblebee.
It's because Dash exists. Like
Dash is a powerhouse. I don't understand how just pumping it out, just beautiful stuff, nonstop, back to back, just beautiful, beautiful art.
Well, if you want to partially understand how, go back to episode number 25, where I interviewed Dash. Self-plug. But, yeah, no, Monochrome, I feel like Monochrome was that ship that it was like, there wasn't that many people shipping it going into Volume 2. Mm-hmm. And then they hit us with no breaks. They hit us like all the Monochrome feels in Volume 2. And everybody was just like, Dash prepared me for this. And it was like, everybody was ready to go.
Yeah, I mostly got into Bumblebee because Rio watched it and she really liked Bumblebee. But before she even watched it and I was watching it for the first time by myself, I just saw how much Blake and Weiss interacted with each other and I'm like, I can get behind this.
Well, yeah, I agree. Especially the end of Volume 1. It was just like, wow, get out of here. Come on,
and
you get a whole arc.
It's even a line in Wings.
Yeah.
Can't stand the thought of being straight. It's like, confirmed.
Confirmed.
It's canon.
I love it, though. Yeah, I don't know. Just the dynamic of the obnoxious blonde character and the reserved cool one is just like a constant throughout all my OTPs.
It's really true.
It's almost always got a blonde. You know.
You have.
I'm a very cookie cutter person when it comes to my OTPs.
No, not terrible to have. I mean,
nah.
Next is the next user submitted question. This one is from Minister of Defenstration. Oh, on Tumblr, by the way. I forgot to say where these came from, but on Tumblr. In which way do you think / hope that Blake and Yang will grow as characters as the series continues?
Oh my goodness. Wow. That's a hard one. I mean, it's hard to say where it's going to go, especially since it's such an open-ended series. There's so much to be filled in, but I don't know. I just hope it's not help me out here. Bad.
Well, obviously there's a lot of plot line, especially with the two of them, that needs some wrapping up, with Blake's whole obsession with the White Fang and Yang's quest to find her mom. So really my hope is that they accomplish both of their goals and help
each other, really, and
develop
and
a lot
realize,
as partners and just, help each other out, even
and
if
then
it's not
slip
in
the
like
gay
a romantic sense.
slowly.
Oh God.
What? oh, you were just saying not in a romantic sense. It should be shipped to the point where we see it coming, if it's going to happen, It shouldn't be a sudden explosion, like Blake falls on top of Yang.
There's a lot of ways you can take that past statement.
Cooling off.
It should be a ship that we can ship to the point where we can see it coming, and it just doesn't explode. It's just like, all right, well, this is
the truth, though.
Back to the interview though, because that's still a thing.
Yeah, okay.
That's still happening.
Got a little topic.
What cosplayers do you draw inspiration from?
Well, for me, there's a lot of really wonderful Yang cosplayers, and I'll just name a few. Iron Wing, for once, she's just incredible, and it's like every Yang cosplayer I see, you're like hot without reserve. Like every single one of you, like I don't even understand. We're just this massive, like really incredibly attractive. So shout out there to Iron Wing, and also Karis. Who is also another Bumblebee cosplayer. She's what is Javunko?
She's Junko on Tumblr, but the U is a V.
Oh, the U is a V.
Yeah.
Okay, that's her. Really just looking at them and their wonderful faces, and I'm just like, bow down. We gotta watch out for each other.
Yeah.
Yang power. What about you?
Yeah, everybody in the RWBY cosplay fandom is just fantastic. Like, there just aren't bad cosplayers, right? Like, you don't go to a convention and be like, oh, those are the bad rubies.
Yeah,
like, it's not like everybody is just phenomenal. So it's really like, I draw inspiration from parts of costumes from a lot of people. Like, somebody will have really good props, and I'll be like, oh, okay, so I can integrate that, or a certain way to do something.
Yeah, it's a helping circle, really. Like, it's not supposed to be a competition, and I like that amongst the RWBY fandom, how it doesn't feel like a competition, unlike Homestuck. but you know, you feel more welcome to just pick up your costume and, you know, wear it.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a really nice feeling. I have yet to feel like there it goes. Bye. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Rouge Teeth community as a whole, I'm not saying fandom because fandom includes way too many people, but
Right.
Rouge Teeth community as a whole is absolutely incredible.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they really are.
Having gone to RTX last year, it's like,
Oh,
wow.
lucky.
You really, it's like everybody's just like, okay, we're ready to listen. We're ready to do
Wow.
what we have to do. It's like, this is just cool. Who are some of your favorite cosplayers? Not specifically Blake and Yang, but, you know.
Favorite cosplayers, like, across... This is still pertaining to RWBY, right?
This is still pertaining to RWBY fandom. This is Cody Talks fandom. So.
Oh, God.
Opening up Friends blog so I
Friends
can figure out how to pronounce
blogs.
your URL.
This is hard. Especially because I don't know a lot of these people by name, so it's like... Nameless beautiful person 1, nameless beautiful person 2.
Yeah, I know that feel.
Well, like I said before, I'm a really big fan of Jean Vomit Arc.
Love.
Sammy is a really good friend of ours. And just immeasurable love. So much love.
Am I allowed to say my favorite Weiss is my brother? No. Okay.
Oh, yeah,
No.
Tino.
Tino's
On
a-
those noobs at tumblr.com.
He's a great. He's a great. He's shown up on our blog before.
Yeah, he's our Weiss.
Our Weiss.
Our Weiss.
I feel like the RWBY cosplay community is so small right now, so I'm like, it's especially a cosplay blog. I know there's Ice Flowers, and they were so cute. Oh my god, get out of here! Who let you be that cute?
Probably the same people that told them to stop being so cute for a short period of time. I don't know. I don't know where they are now. I'm sad though. I
know.
like that blog.
They I think they have a long distance relationship or something, so they have
that's
a
a
hard
bummer.
time getting together and doing the thing.
All right, time to
But
power
they're
walk.
really- Meet me in the middle with the laptop and the cosplay.
Why is this just in the middle of a desert? Listen,
Hopefully there's Wi-Fi.
True.
if you have any
We're out of
ass for us to
cactus.
do in the middle of a desert,
Send him in.
boy, do we have the opportunity of a lifetime for you.
Oh, yeah. And then, like we said, Karis.
Karis is great.
Yeah.
Oh god, I forget
Junko.
Iron Wing's name off the top of my head.
Riot.
Riot. Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh, just the people we do tiny chat with, namely J-Jo,
Oh yeah.
cosplay Nora
J-Jo.
Valkyrie. I think that's literally her URL, Nora-Valkyrie. I'm not sure. Is it
Queen
Nora? Just
Valkyrie,
kidding.
I don't know. Something.
Queen Nora Valkyrie.
I will look them up.
They're pretty.
Queen Valkyrie.
Queen-Valkyrie.
Yeah.
I will not look them up.
She's great.
Okay. J-Jo.
And then Callie, Kasumi Kamigawa.
Yeah. Oh.
Tumblr.com. She's a really great Blake, who I love lots.
Yeah.
Just like we said, everybody in the RWBY fandom is just great. Like,
Yeah.
There's too many talented people in this fandom.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Especially when it comes to prop making, like just
stop there.
Let's talk about every single Crescent Rose that I've ever seen in this fandom.
they're pretty insane.
I like too. Bonnie's like, yeah, I try to be good to cosplayers when it comes to stuff. I try to base my stuff around like actual things, try to make sure they have pockets, etc. And then it's like, because I'm going to make all of that up, like all the niceness up by the weapons. Like I'm just gonna screw you guys over through the weapons.
Oh my gosh. Commissioning weapons would be nice. Cosplay.
Yeah, I made questionable life decisions, but
Speaking of questions.
hey, that was
Hey.
top. That was great. You should host this show.
Hey.
Did I phrase this right? I don't think I phrased this question right.
Give it to us raw.
All right, the way that I phrased it was, what's your favorite cosplay apart from your own? I think I meant to say, what's your favorite cosplayer/cosplay group? I think that's
Well,
what
we
I
kind of
meant to
already
say.
answered that, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you know.
Cosplay group. RWBY, right?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
Still, I mean, I would say look at the name of the show, but I just realized my name in the show is very generic.
I don't know. I guess I'll just say J-Jo and them. I think they've got a full team Juniper that kind of do stuff together. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I
Yes.
pretty much named all my favorite cosplayers.
Yeah.
I don't know that many, actually.
I don't know many cosplayers, but there's a
don't know.
lot.
I'm looking at this list and I'm like, what the hell was I on when I made this? I have like, what's your favorite cosplayer, and like 3 different variations within the first 11 questions. I don't know what I did there. I really don't. I am the consummate professional. I always maintain that.
Just guys, just keep rolling.
Yeah. Keep going.
Nobody, I can edit all this out later. Nobody has to know.
Nobody. Yeah.
Everybody
Except
will
for
think
anybody
you're
that pays attention and realizes that there are 3 different iterations of what's your favorite cosplayer in a row. This is a weird question too. I do not know. I edited these today too. What the fuck? I don't know. I might cut this one out of the video, but what are you most proud of creating? Don't ask me what I meant by this. do not.
Like, ask. Let's just assume it's like our favorite ask to make.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Our favorite ask. What's our favorite ask? Okay.
Thank you for understanding the question better than I did.
I gotcha.
Our favorite ask.
Mine's still probably favorite the Talk Dirty to Me video.
The Talk Dirty to Me is
It
pretty
was like our
great.
3rd ask we had gotten.
Yeah, I asked all my like in real life friends, send me an ask for my ask blog, and so that was somebody who actually knew that I could play saxophone, and so she sent that in, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah, so we were just like, we have a saxophone. I just pulled my saxophone out from underneath my bed and like, Rio, play this.
Yes. My favorite one to this day is the one that's like, which one of you is the kinkiest? And Allie went to lick my cheek, and I licked their cheek back, and it was just awkward tongues, and it was so funny.
Yes.
Yes.
Who's the kinkiest?
Yes. I love it. I love it. That's my favorite one.
I also am very fond of the flashlight.
Right.
Just-
Oh my god, so many
Yang,
people.
will you flash your boobs? And I just got my gigantic
That was so
megalite, and Rio just pulled it out of her shirt.
Yeah.
It's the best idea I've ever
Anything
had.
for my fans.
That one made me laugh a lot. I wasn't sure what to expect. when I saw the
We
question.
have gotten so many asks. It's just, Yang, show us your boobs.
Boobs. It's actually stopped pretty much, but I know the first couple we got was just like breasts, please, and then we just kind of delete them, and then we're like, you know what? No,
Let's answer one.
we're gonna do this because
One
I
and
got
done.
a pun.
It truly in character. I've got a pun
Truly.
that I can make off of
I've
this.
got a pun.
That's also one of my personal favorites. That and the Talk Dirty to Me Yang are probably my top two, just because.
Yeah.
Also,
We had a
awkward
lot of fun
tongues.
with them.
Congratulations, you just described the whole blog.
True.
Oh my god, awkward. I love it. That's it. Ask awkward tongues. That's us now.
I will.
Kitten tits.
I'm just thinking of like that'd be really funny if like just the URL changed for like a short period of time to that, just like Ask Awkward Tongues, just because like I'm thinking of like Dash when I made the Sprint ice cream joke with the thing on Dash. I was just
Spring
like.
ice cream.
I was like, I found it was just an ice cream bar with the Sprint logo on it. And I'm like, Dash, what do you think of this? And she was like, oh, it's great. And now it's her icon, and it's still her icon.
I love
yeah.
it.
I'm like, well, I don't know whether or not to be proud or.
Definitely proud.
Ask-Kittentits.
Ask-Kittentits.
Because wouldn't it just been so boring if we were Ask Bumblebee? Like, come on.
I was like, that was the first thing that I noticed. I'm like, it's a pretty clever name. I was like, this
Yeah.
is pretty clever.
Oh,
And
that was
then
so
I-
good.
And then I saw the Talk Dirty to Me Yang thing. I'm like, wow, you really went all out with this ask. It was like, just play the saxophone part. It's like you did the whole like lead up.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, this is it. This is Bumblebee. Blake is.
Silly.
I sobbed. That was so that was the last ask we did. That first day we did the blog, and it was like our second, like the first couple weren't like so, and then they were like kiss, and then that's when everything happened.
Yeah.
Kiss once, and then all of a sudden people are like, whoa.
Aside from cosplay, are there any other mediums that you express your creativity in?
Me, absolutely not. But
Oh my god.
but Rio.
I like to draw. I don't want to say I'm a pretty popular artist. I mean, my art's kind of out there, and I don't know. I feel like I'm more associated with my cosplay anyway, so that's kind of where I worked up most of my followers before we got.
Say you're a popular artist.
Ask-Kittentits. No,
Just be cocky.
I'm not though.
It's fine.
I'm really not.
Rio's a popular artist on Tumblr.
I'm
You
really
can,
not.
You can find her art on chilopoppy.com. Or
Okay, can you back up? I like art, and I like to write as well. I don't.
Yes, check out her Bumblebee smut fan fiction.
No, god damn it! I am
It
guilty.
features a strap-on and
What? No, thank God, peep it out. He's a fetus. Oh my god.
Those
Yeah,
stories
no,
will be
so
linked
I
in the description below.
I don't want to self-promote my fanfic because we dropped off at the face of the earth with it, or me and my brother are co-writing a fanfic right now. A fanfic.
that's
No,
not the one with the strap-on.
Well, we don't know yet. I mean, it's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be
of the rubble of the ruined city.
okay. So yeah, yeah. I like art, and I like to write, and I'm an art major. That's what I do. I'm an art major, so that's kind of my love right there.
Why did I leave? I don't know why I left this question in. I'm gonna ask it anyways because I left it in for a reason. How do you deal with negative criticism? I don't know what negative criticism would go along with what you guys do, but
Yeah, I don't know if we've ever gotten any.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's been
Like-
real rude. I mean, the worst that happens is tags or something on our stuff that says, I don't ship Bumblebee, but this. And I'm like, well, okay. You know, that's honestly probably the worst of it. Like,
Yeah, like everybody in the RWBY community fandom is so sweet. Like,
yeah.
there isn't really much personal hate.
Yeah, it's also really helps to be cosplaying one of the most popular ships
Oh, yeah.
in the fandom. I think that really helps out a lot. But I mean, I've seen some people dealing with Bumblebee hate, especially in the tags, and I don't think it's ever really been directed at us per se, but just in general, it's like, chill, yo. chill.
It's a thing.
It's a thing, yeah. I've
definitely a
never,
thing.
yeah.
Rule number 1, don't post opinions on Tumblr.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's so annoying, especially on mobile, at least. I don't know if it's on a browser, but when you talk about Bumblebee in like an ask or something, it'll tag it automatically even though you don't mean to tag it, and it'll show up in the tag, and I'll see things that people are like that don't mean to tag a certain thing or whatever, and I'm like, okay, well, I didn't need to read that. Your opinion is really, really great. I love reading that, but I don't know.
That's a thing?
I think so. Like there's I definitely think it takes keywords out of an ask and puts them in tags.
Huh.
Like I think I've I don't know. I'd have to be checked on this, but I'm pretty sure some people who don't mean for some things to be posted in the Bumblebee tag when you're being asked something are posted in the Bumblebee tag. So, and that's the Bumblebee BY for the end. Like I don't understand how people use BEE. I don't understand how you find anything.
I'm gonna die with that spelling of the ship. I
try. I don't know.
That's how I've always spelled it, and then I saw people spelling it BY. I'm like, oh, that makes a lot of sense.
It does.
But
and it's also easier to track.
But I'm still going to use it the other way. And so
right. Shout out to Barbara and Aaron, who still, I believe, use the BEE tag. Like, please notice me, senpais.
Barbara and Aaron, the queen. Aaron right? Really is the queen bee.
Like, I've had Aaron like one of my art pieces before.
Oh my god.
But never anything on Kittentits. Like, I'm always like checking and looking. Like, I check and it's so sad. I'm like, please. I
wonder if it's a little bit too NSFW for her.
Oh, no such thing. No such thing.
Alrighty then. That's perfect. What is your personal favorite part about your cosplays? Without fucking up English.
My favorite part.
The boob window.
The boob window. But it's hard. It's hard to maintain a yang boob window because you just have to keep pulling it down, and pucking up. No. What was it? It was the hardest part? Or our favorite part. Our favorite.
Hardest part would be a good question. It's a shame I don't have it in the list.
Well,
putting on the costumes would be the hardest part.
Yeah, putting them on.
They don't open, so you kind of just have to wiggle them on over your head.
Like, they aren't feasible to wear. Like, they aren't practical at all, and so putting them on is really
my
fun.
good sewing skill.
Props to Monty for knowing how clothing works.
I could tell you so many bad stories about our costumes, but I'm going to pretend I am a good seamstress. My favorite part of my Blake costume is probably my booty shorts.
You have a nice
ass. Thanks, Rhea. Thanks. They were the first things I made, and it was basically like, I'm bored. I'm going to make a pair of shorts with zippers in the front. And then I made them in like half an hour. And I was like, cool. Part 1 done. And then it took me 6 months to finish the rest of the costume.
My favorite part, I'm going to say my wig. Because I like how it turned out, really. I had help from a friend to cut it. And then I made the little hair notchy thingy, which it's actually a bronze wire with some hair I had cut off from the bangs, and then I just glued it on, Gorilla Glued it, hair cement, and then stuck it into the wig, and so it looks pretty legit. It's hard to maintain, but I like it. My little stupid hair.
Are you surprised? God damn it! English is a really hard language to use.
Yeah,
sometimes.
It is. I understand.
Are you surprised by the success of your blog?
Readjusting here. I get.
See the English thing.
We originally started it, and Rio was like, "You know, it'd be cool. Let's just do cosplay asks, so we could do stuff with our cosplay when the 10 months between cons, And I was like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. And so we answered some when we put them up, and like instantly it was just more hits than
we had 200 followers day 1, I believe.
Yeah, so it was just like, whoa, we definitely were not expecting it.
But people are thirsty, so
it was definitely a lot quicker of a start than we expected.
Yeah, and now we have oh my god, it's How many followers do we have?
2.3 thousand.
2,316 right now.
Oh!
That's just...
I got it right.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did. But yeah, we're just... I don't know. It's... I can't even feasibly understand it yet. It's just incredible that 2,316 people have seen me reach for Allie's cooch a couple times.
Thanks for that.
Oh my god.
I don't think I can go through your gifts again, like, the same way.
I'm sorry. Oh my god. We have too much fun, though.
It's really weird, like, meeting people and being like, oh yeah, we love your blog, and then just being like, you've seen us make out.
We went to Anime Los Angeles a couple weeks ago, and we had like 13 people recognize us. It was insane. We're like, oh my god, like, yeah, that's our blog, that's us. And they'd be like, oh my god, I love you. Like, you've seen my mouth on Allie's mouth and my tongue down Allie's throat. Like, well, we don't judge. I'm like, all right, that's cool. But yeah, no, every single one of our followers, it's like, I don't even know how this happened. It's really incredible, and it's just us doing this for fun. And I like that other people look at our stuff for fun and say, good job, guys. And we're like, oh my god, thanks, like, thank you so much. I don't know. It's oh my god. I'm just so flustered because I'm just like, so many people, like, thank you. All over. Thank all over you. Oh no, I need to...
Shut up, babe.
Save me. Save me.
Don't worry, I can edit this out.
I trust you to be tasteful in your editing.
Do to get ready to answer asks. Let's keep this one clean, guys.
Okay. Well... What do we do?
Well, we haven't answered many asks since we've come back to school.
Yeah.
We feel bad for that. But,
Gee, I wonder why.
yeah, school's busy.
Yeah.
Roommates.
Oh, look, time's no longer a thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So, we pretty much, just throw on our costumes, spend half an hour doing makeup,
Yeah.
set up. It takes, honestly, the longest part is probably, the way we answer it is we, like, take a screenshot of the asks and stick it in Paint and then upload it as, like, 2 image files instead of just answering it straight from the ask box. Because a lot of times we get duplicates of asks, so we like to stick all of them into one post. So the longest part is probably, like, just editing that. So getting ready is, like, 30% actually getting the costume on and, like, 70% just editing the asks to look nice.
Yeah, that is the longest part.
And then it takes, like, 5 minutes to answer everything.
Pretty
It's,
much.
like, done.
I mean, sometimes the thought process is a little longer. We'll bounce some ideas off of each other and settle with something and give it a go and see how it looks. And we're like, yeah, sure. That's good. Next
Do we
one.
use the ladle or do we not?
Right. We need to. Did you bring it with you?
No,
Oh God, we need to bring that back.
First day of school, it's like, I forgot the ladle, and Rio got really mad at me.
Yeah, I forgot the ladle, and I was like, this is it. We can't
And
do this anymore.
This is where our relationship ends. No ladle, ladle or get the fuck out.
True. I'm so gladle to have the ladle.
Alrighty then, I'm gonna pretend like that pun never happened.
That was so bad.
That was. It's back to this though. Also, I'd like to say this is really entertaining from my standpoint because like watching the blog and all, like watching the ads, like wow, these two are like they really like personify Bumblebee. Like they really personify like Blake and Yang and Bumblebee and stuff like through their ass and stuff. And like talking with you, it's like holy shit, they are them.
No way.
It's
People
like
say that a
what?
lot.
It's like
Aw.
wow, like it's really really amazing that the transition is just there's like no need to get in character. It's like
Yeah, pretty much. We don't
Like,
we don't
seriously.
spend too much time.
The only thing Allie complains about is like, I wish I could play a character that, is excited and cute.
I think I smile too much in the asks because Blake isn't like super happy or whatever, but whatever. It goes over well. Nobody's ever given me shit about it, so whatever.
That's good.
no, it's I mean the stuff that y'all do, I think it'd be harder to not smile. Like,
it's
just so ridiculous.
Yeah, it's definitely very ridiculous.
But it's great. All that. It's entertaining. If nothing else, it is entertaining.
Yay!
All right. I don't actually remember. Here we are. What are your general thoughts on your blog?
I'm like scrolling through it right now, and I'm just like, wow, it feels like we've been doing this forever.
Every single time y'all giggle, I get nervous.
Well, I'm sorry. They were giggly people.
Yeah.
I'm giggly. What do I think about my blog?
I'm really intensely grateful that we did it because we've just met so many people through it.
Yeah.
That it's just really great. You know, so I'm very grateful to have done this. I'm very grateful to my blog in a sense, but also kind of embarrassed.
Oh yeah, I think
definitely
that's
a lot
shared.
of embarrassment.
It's a little embarrassing, especially when people in real life that I know walk up to me and say, "Yeah, that ask you did." I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like, which one? But general, I think it's something. You know, I'm glad other people think it's something, because I have fun doing it. And other people have fun watching us come out with updates. Like, I have a friend, Shay, she lives in Florida, and she's like, yeah, you know, I heard some people talking about your blog, and they were like, yeah, the Bumblebee cosplayers, and everything stopped, and they were like, Ask-Kittentits, and then the conversation proceeded to be about us, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I'm just really amazed that our little cosplay escapades are really popular and something that somebody likes.
It's really weird to be like considered famous in a subset of a subsection of a subsection of a company that's only famous on the internet. Like, we are cosplay famous, or Bumblebee famous in the cosplay community, of the RWBY community, of the Rooster Teeth community, of the internet.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah,
it's pretty low key, but it feels big.
yeah.
What have you learned from your cosplay?
How to be hella gay.
That
That if you kiss on the internet, 2,000 people will like it.
Yeah, do you have, maybe should I say something heavy first, or should you finish with something nice?
No, you go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna go with the heavy one first. About my cosplay, I guess it's really taught me a lot about body positivity, because, you know, I'm not the skinniest person in the world. I'm not the tallest, most lankiest, modeliest person in the world, you know. Wow, I know this is a surprise to you. But
Sorry, that's my roommate.
but like, I don't know. I looked at the Yang costume and I said, those thighs hanging out and the midriff and the boobs and the arms. I'm like, can I do this? And, you know, I kind of just went for it and put it on and realized how much fun it was. And that really taught me that it doesn't really matter what your body type is, that, you know, as long as you're having fun in cosplay, that's all that matters, really. Nobody's going to judge you for how you look.
Yeah, and I definitely agree with that. It has, I know my costume isn't as revealing as Yang's, but up until, I've been cosplaying for like 5 years, and up until Blake, I had never been allowed to, by certain influences in my life, to cosplay anyone who had like an outfit that was shorter than the knees, or like that showed my arms or whatever. So being able to just kind of let loose and have like booty shorts and my tummy hanging out, and it's just like really nice, because, you know, there's all these like skinny girls and cosplay or whatever, and it's like, yeah, you're hot, but then it's really nice being not conventionally pretty and still putting yourself out there and never getting a mean comment.
Yeah.
We've never got anything that's like, you shouldn't be cosplaying these characters, you're so fat, like
Like that.
No, I know what I'm sending to you guys. No.
But it's really nice in
Yeah.
that sort of sense,
Yeah.
that
It helped us open up, I guess, about our bodies. And
that sounds so bad. Not in the gay sense.
Wow, that was some bad
I've seen the ass. Like, yeah, I would not be surprised if the gay sense was involved in some way.
I mean, we were gay before cosplay, so.
Yeah, it was pretty
Were you though?
Were we really? Oh, God damn it. Oh my God. But yeah, that's
How do you manage your time?
how do we manage our time? Is that an actual question?
Very badly.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like in general?
Is that an actual question?
Is that an actual question? Is that one you mean to include in the interview?
Yes.
Oh my God.
It's on the list.
It's hard.
Oh, well.
We obviously don't very well since we haven't put out any new asks in,
Well.
in like 10 months. Or 4, however long school's been in.
How do I manage time? Poorly, I'm a procrastinator. I'll stay in bed all day if I can.
Play lots of
Yeah.
World of Warcraft.
World of Warcraft. Add me on battle tag. Lurigo #1304. Don't add me on battle tag. I'm so bad with talking with people. I'm like, what? I don't know what to say to you.
Time management is hard being in college. There's a lot of stuff to do, and
Yeah.
you have a lot of time, but all college students are very, very lazy, so.
Yes, all except for my roommate, Rachel. I hope she never sees this video.
What if Rachel's really into RWBY?
What
You
if
just didn't know?
She's not. But Rachel, I really respect you for how much you could study. I just don't understand it. I can't believe I'm shouting out Rachel.
What's Rachel's Tumblr?
she,
She doesn't
I
have
don't
one. All she
actually.
ever does
She
is
does have
study.
a Tumblr, but I don't know it. I don't know it.
I forgot to modify this question to the fullest. Wow, I'm
It's
great.
okay. We get your general gist.
All right. I'll tell you what it actually says right now because I did a quick 2-second.
Gavin
If you
or
could
Google,
work on a
just-
thing with any other cosplayer, who would it be with and why?
If what? If what?
If you could work on a thing with any other cosplayer, who would it be with and why? Not gonna lie, I forgot to change it from story, which it was previously for writer. So it was if you could work on a story with any other cosplayer. I'm like, wait, that's not right. So I just quickly replaced it with thing. 1 in fandom, 1 out of fandom. By the way, for that,
So if I could do a thing with
Yeah.
another cosplayer.
like an ask or something,
Oh, okay.
or a cosplay in general. Yeah.
Or
Yeah, I know I've mentioned John Vomit Boy arc a whole
Oh.
bunch, but
Yeah. Also, I forgot to say this.
she's semi.
Cannot be somebody that you have previously worked with.
okay.
yeah, I mean, we
Well,
haven't technically worked previously.
I mean,
so
Or have
in
you?
in a couple months, I'm gonna be the Scarlet to John Vomit Boy arc's Sage. So that's a project I'm currently working on.
what would I do? What would
That-
I do?
Totally counts for this question.
It does.
Well, I mean, technically speaking, you're working on it. So
I
other than
haven't
that-
started yet. I bought the fabric.
You know what? I'm going to challenge you. Other than that,
Other than that, oh,
yeah,
I
that's
could
right.
do
I make the
something.
rules.
With somebody else in the fandom that I haven't met yet.
You're in my kingdom now.
I'm so bad. I don't know like any people.
Just quickly vamp. There's Soulfire. There's Sheena. There's
Sheena.
Iron Wang. There's
True.
Cleo Adams. There's I have a little mini cheat sheet. This
Can I
is
say-
just, but that's random assorted cosplayers. Damn it.
True.
Who else? There's Ask Iceflower. There's them.
Oh god, they're so cute.
There's
They are the Ruby and Y Star Blake and Yang.
they are.
And
Trying to
well,
find-
we already actually have done something with them.
Damn it.
It was an ask that
True.
they asked to use one of our gifts, where we were making out, and then it was the both of them that were just like, ugh. It was great. It was wonderful. So we've actually already worked with them. So I'm guessing they're out of there.
Sure.
God damn it.
I don't think through these rules.
These are difficult regulations.
This is hard. Anyway.
You are the people who have struggled the most with this question. So far.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it's cosplay, so I'm like thinking.
It's
time
hard
and
to be
place.
like, you know, like, yeah, I'd totally do this with this cosplayer if you don't really know them. Because then it's like, cosplay is such a dedication, kinda. It takes hours and hours to work on a cosplay. So it's something that's not really lightheartedly said.
Well, fortunately, I don't think that anything is going to stir immediately after this because of
no.
what you guys say.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I am
I
going
don't
to throw
know.
that out
I don't
there.
want to say anything. Well, the one thing that comes to mind immediately, I'm going to be so embarrassed if Riot ends up watching this.
I'll
if
tag
I,
Riot.
If I could have no, god damn it. If I could have a photo shoot with Iron Wang, that would be pretty great. Like, I obviously only have Yang, so I know they're pretty great. Weiss, and I ship Freezerburn. I ship all of Yang's ships, except for the one who must not be named. But even then, it's a little lenient.
They
but
that will not be
they
named.
that will not be named. But you're like, eh. Anyway, I don't know if I could just have a photo shoot with Iron Wang, who's really amazing. I think that would be my dream come true. But I'm just gonna go melt away in embarrassment now because they're probably listening to this now because you tagged them and they're like searching
that was
for
a
the
joke.
good
I
stuff.
probably.
All
that was a
right.
joke. I don't know if I will. I might
I'm just
now.
gonna say that because anything else, or what, at least a lot of SoCal cosplayers, or at least people I know who are closest in the cosplay RWBY fandom, are close to us and will be at a convention with us soon. So
Yeah, like really just anyone. I'd love to do a cosplay thing with JoJo
JoJo.
because that's just like cosplay senpai. How do you do these things?
Cosplay senpai
Just like
JoJo.
anything. Like really, if I would just be so honored to do like any cosplay with anyone.
I want to be the Juliet to your Romeo. No, yeah, JoJo already has a Juliet.
Rio cries in the distance.
So are they both dead yet? Shout out to the plot of Romeo and Juliet.
Shout out to spoilers.
I'm sorry. I'm out of control.
Have you seen the Romeo x Juliet anime?
Is that actually a thing?
Yes,
yeah.
it's good. It's really good.
It's
like,
it's really good and then it's really bad and then it's really good again.
yeah. Please go.
Sounds like my
watch
love
that.
life. Hey.
But yeah, Romeo x Juliet. Good shit.
Just cosplay, yo. Cosplay.
I'm just staring at this. I'm
Cosplay.
staring at this gif of me and Allie looking each
Cosplay.
other.
Staring at this gif of you and Allie, what?
What? Nothing.
She's looking at the which one of you's the kinkiest.
It's
yes.
my favorite.
Okay,
I'm
I-
gonna reblog it.
Oh my god. What
Is
have I
it
done?
throwback?
Taking out Ask-Kittentits. Like, taking out like that cosplay thing. Answering
Okay.
the ass. What do you think y'all are most known for within the fandom? Your reputation as people.
Honestly, me and Allie are synonymous with each other, pretty much. Like,
Alright, well let's
don't
cut
know.
y'all from the hip.
all right,
So Rio's definitely most known for her art.
definitely.
Yeah.
There's a piece of art I have that'll keep popping up with notes. Keep getting notes, and it's almost at 1,000, I think.
me.
Oh God, hold on, I'm going.
Ooh, desert flower.
My desert flower shit.
Desert flower?
Self promotes.
Yeah, the
Sage
creators
and
of
Velvet.
the Sage and Velvet desert flower.
So weird.
Oh.
Yeah, that was me. Okay, this post right
It
here.
took me a moment to get it.
That's at 930 notes, and it
Holy
keeps coming
crap.
back to haunt me.
You keep me coming back for more.
Here it is.
So for people who can't see it, it's
No, they can see it.
Oh, okay, they'll be able to see it.
Well, I mean, it's... Oh!
It's a white rose, and it's great.
That picture was you!
Yes,
Yeah.
you've seen it.
I reblogged this.
You did.
This is on
That's
my
me,
blog
I drew
somewhere.
that. Oh my god.
Oh my god, I now need to find this.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not entirely sure
believe it.
when I reblogged it, but oh my god. I remember laughing my ass off when I saw
Oh my
this.
god. It was the stupidest idea and it got so popular. I'm like, what is this?
It's because it was perfect.
Oh.
Pretty much all your RWBY stuff gets pretty high
It's
up
pretty, yeah.
I also,
The second highest I had was a Jean and Pyrrha drawing, followed by another Jean and Pyrrha drawing. And then,
wow, people reblogged it from me. This is weird. Ah, here we
and
go.
then I actually did a collaboration with, that's not their URL anymore.
Damn it.
It's, not Snowy Lantern. Fuck. It's, big grim big grim Tumblr. Oh shit! I've seen the URL recently, and it's something with Grim in it that they changed it to. But I did a collaboration with.
I tagged this as somewhere. Yeah, whatever.
I did the line art, and oh god, I fucking wish I could remember the URL. I did the line art for that, and fuck, what is this person's name? I feel so bad. I'm so bad with names. I'm terrible with names. But that got pretty popular because it was Bumblebee, and it was really nice. I was like, wow.
God damn. It's really bizarre to me.
It's what?
It's really bizarre to me. Oh, I seen that picture as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did the line art for that. Now I'm bragging.
You can brag away. The show exists for a reason. It's like I've really just had Chrissy. Like the only person that's come on this show and been like brag is Chrissy. So
fucking Chrissy.
Chrissy is wonderful. I love Chrissy. Mama Raccoon.
Mama Raccoon. Wow, I got 34 notes on a stupid 3-sentence fic I wrote.
Yeah, Surreal's really known for her art.
Yeah, I mean, I don't draw often, but when I do, it's.
But when I do, I prefer Dos Equis.
Dos Equis.
Stay thirsty, my friends.
I'm thirsty, always.
Which is why I have a glass of non-Perrier water.
God damn it. I entered in the Rooster Teeth fan art contest they had, and I didn't win, of course. But who does, except for
Red,
Esu, Desu, RWBY, and fucking, I can't believe that. That was so awesome. And whoever else did
that was fantastic.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, I've seen that art on Tumblr, and it's in the ending song. Like, what? It was awesome.
Red, too. Red was also...
Red, yeah! Fucking Red. Oh my god, that's so awesome.
Red is so far the only person that has had a drawing appear at the end of those that's appeared on my thing.
This is the piece of art that Aaron liked, and Aaron liked that piece, and I was like, no way.
This I haven't seen. Actually.
It's real.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and reblog it.
Oh my god. Well.
Go ahead. Somebody's going to be really confused. Like, wow, this person hasn't been on Tumblr at all. Why is there just this one art piece, tag Cody Talks Fandom, suddenly popping up?
True. That has 500 notes. God, just anytime I draw a Bumblebee, it gets really popular. Like,
well, it's because Bumblebee is popular.
It's
like...
You know.
It's like because I come from fanfiction, and I come from fanfiction.net. It's like the logic on there. It's write genre, get popular. That's how it works on there. Or write White Rose or Bumblebee. Like that's the two.
It's honestly
tickets
true.
Yeah.
It's very true. It's very aggravatingly true because I have a story that's pretty shit, but it's like the 7th most followed story still in there. I'm like, people, please stop.
Oh my goodness.
It was like, or Chrissy phrased it. She was like, well, you know, making mistakes, that's how you become a better writer. I'm like, yeah, I just wish everybody would stop reading my mistakes. That's my problem.
Just stop looking.
And Allie, you?
Yeah, I'm not really known outside of Kittentits. The only thing I do is sew. So, cosplay for me was really the only thing that kind of, you know, I'm known for being Rio's girlfriend. I'm not into art or writing or anything, so there's no, like, secondary category people put me in. It's pretty much just Ask-Kittentits for me.
All right. Well, see what you say on my dashboard. I'm very, very excited to go to that later. Still my favorite meme. All right. So we are actually down to the final 2 questions. Both of these are the staples of the show.
The staples.
So, what is the question that y'all get asked the most?
What is the question?
You want to kiss?
Pretty
you should
much.
make out.
Yeah, we know. Like, you two should make out or please get. Well, those aren't questions.
Yeah.
Could you kiss, please? No, there you go. Could
Yeah.
you kiss?
Okay.
We get a
Modified
lot
to
asking
question.
us to kiss, especially at the beginning. Pretty much everything was just
Everything
make
was
out.
Make out
Kiss,
more.
please.
French kissing,
Yeah.
Eskimo kissing, upside down kissing, backwards
Yeah.
kissing, face kissing,
Yeah.
butt kissing. No.
We also got a lot of who has the better butt. Does Blake have the Bella booty?
Yeah, that was.
But you know,
she got the Blake
it's
Bella
kind of
booty?
calmed down a little bit. You
Yeah.
know, most of our questions were being there was a point in time
There's
where
a threshold where
you know, like during season 2, after the episodes, we would open our Ask box, and so people could send in questions about that week's episode. So once RWBY started being put out again, you know, it kind of calmed down. The thirst kind of went away, and we
People
got
became
more.
hydrated.
Yeah, we got more substantial questions.
Hydrated.
But for a long time, it was pretty much just kiss.
Yeah,
Kiss,
pretty
kiss.
much.
It was
Alright.
pretty thirsty for a long time.
Yeah,
That I
people
can
are
believe.
still thirsty. Still
There was
thirsty.
definitely a lot of those that you guys put out. I can only imagine what that was to the ratio
That
of
was
how
that
many
was
you
probably
got.
like 1/7 of all the asks we
Jesus.
got.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
More than that.
fairly impressive. But the final question, the real staple of the show. This is normally when people actually get heavy. So y'all jumped the gun. But what is the biggest piece of advice that you can give to aspiring cosplayers?
Oh my god. I feel like I'm not even qualified.
2.3K, you're qualified.
Well, I mean, I haven't been cosplaying for very long at all. This is probably like the 3rd costume I've ever finished, to be honest. No, but Allie, do you want to go first? You've been cosplaying longer than me. What kind of advice do you want to give?
I'm thinking.
You're thinking. I think a lot faster on the drop. So, some advice. I guess as we stated earlier, don't let your body get in the way of you wanting to cosplay and have fun and make a costume and present it, because really a lot of the fun for a costume is wearing it out to a convention and just being like, I made this, or even you didn't even have to make it, I bought it, you know. I see a lot of people who are really happy with their bought cosplays and they're having a blast, you know. I guess what I'm trying to say is, no matter your level or experience or how good you think you are at cosplay, just go at it and do it anyway, because you never know what you're going to get out of it. You never know what kind of friends you're going to get, because the worst thing people can do is say, I don't have this type of insert skin color here or body type here to do this costume, and I'm like, that's not even true, you know. Just do what you want to do and what makes you happy and what you think is fun, you know, because that's really what it's all about, is fun. And so that's the advice I could give, because I think I'm qualified to say that. Okay.
Yeah, I definitely agree with Rio. And since, you know, I am the one that makes all the costumes that we do.
Thank you, Allie.
And I would definitely have to say, like, I've been sewing since I was really little. I've been cosplaying for well on 5 years, and I'm still not that good, you know? And that kind of gets me down sometimes, because I'm like, this girl's 13. She's been cosplaying for 2 years, and she's so much better than me. But it's like, you can't really rate yourself on that, because really, like Rio said, you can buy your costume, and as long as you're having fun or whatever, it doesn't really matter how high quality your costume is, you know, because at the end of the day, we're all just nerds parading around pretending to be someone we're not, and that should be fun. You shouldn't have to, you know, get all hyped up, and on the flip side, you shouldn't make people feel bad. And in the RWBY fandom, it really isn't that many people, you know, like, getting mad at other people. You gotta kind of just, you know, go with it.
Could you tell this comes from previous experience? just other fandoms I've seen have problems with quality of cosplay, and that's not what it's about, you know.
Yeah, we were Homestucks. Like,
okay, well, we'll say it. We'll drop it there.
We're fully aware of how just awful Homestucks are, and there was such like an elitist kind of viewpoint there. But with RWBY, it's so, like, you know, Monty, bless his soul, makes it so easy to cosplay even if you don't know how to sew. You know, there are outfits that you can just buy off of eBay or whatever.
He tries to base them off of real clothes.
Yeah, and that's so helpful. So don't let your inability to sew certain things or to make props or whatever get in your way of doing what you think is going to be fun, you know? just go all out for it. Nobody in the right sense of mind is going to get you down for having a good time. So as long as you're just out there having fun, you know, doing your thing, just remember to enjoy yourself and let other people enjoy themselves. And don't stress out too much about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Great way to end the interview portion of things. Quickly, though, anybody specifically that you would, because we talked about a lot of different things, and I will be linking certain things. Like your roommate, I will just have to remember that URL for later. Well, I'll have the audio. It won't matter. Okay. But is there anybody else specifically that you would like to give a shout out to link them in the description below? And reminder that there are some people that have either been interviewed solely or have appeared previously, mentioned-wise at least, on the show. So there are links that exist for those people. So anybody else, though, that you'd like to specifically give a shout-out to?
So definitely my brother Tino. He's my twin brother, by the way. We're identical twins. I'm older by a minute. So definitely Tino, because we've pretty much been doing the same thing since, birth. I don't mean to put it out there. So Tino's Pwn Those Noobs, PWN Those Noobs at tumblr.tumblr.com. Who else do I want to shout out? Oh my god.
I'd give a shout out to my friend Nico. Because they're just really one of the big reasons I am in the RWBY fandom as much as I am. Yeah, guilty fandoms. Nico is just so great. I love them so much. Like, big elder sibling.
Oh god, I want to go through my ask box.
They asked a question.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Which one?
I think I forgot to say, they were the ones that said how long did it take to make the cosplay.
Oh my god, yeah, you didn't say. I kind of assumed one of them would be from Guilty. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow,
So definitely
Nico.
I missed that one. Dropped the ball there. Apologies.
Oopsie. Shout out to... I'm just like scrolling down my list. Rob's pretty great. Eli, I think is his name.
He doesn't like being called Eli.
Oops. My bad. I'm sorry if you don't like that. Shit.
Yeah, we've mentioned pretty much everybody we have a lot of contact with, even if just in passing.
Yeah.
I have to dig through and find
I know, I'm sorry.
We can throw up a list. So there's
Chaos. I forget. Chaos is pretty
Chaos
great.
And
I'm gonna make y'all find these.
Yeah. Oopsie.
We'll send you a whole bunch of links.
Yeah, I'll send. We'll get it.
There are really a lot of people that we've had contact with.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people we've met. There's just so many people.
Yeah. I'll try to do justice to.
So, should I move on to the next part, or?
I think I'm pretty satisfied with that.
All right. So, with that is going to conclude this episode of Cody Talks Fandom. I made a slight scheduled change. So next week you are going to have episode number 31. I want to say I've changed it so that is both the music and the AMV episode. I don't really know a whole lot about people that make music inspired by and based off of RWBY in the fandom.
I have a good one for that.
Valkyrie music.
And Lumen Fortuna, I think it is.
Okay, we'll talk. But no, I really don't. So if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. But this is just going to be a way to cover both bases, give me an opportunity where I can talk about both, where I can interview both moving forward. But you will be seeing that. The next interview scheduled is an artist. That artist's interview not currently announced, and that will not be until the Tuesday of next week, until next week Tuesday, and then you'll see the thing announced. But otherwise, tune in for the next time I have content released for this show, which should be somewhat soon, I guess. But otherwise, I want to thank both Ali and Rio for coming onto the show. This was an interesting experience, to say the least. And a lot of fun, though, so thank you both for coming onto the show.
No, thank you so much for inviting us. It was a lot of fun.
It was a blast.
Bee last. Bees get it, a bee last.
Rio, shut up.
Oh,
Cody's
no,
not
I
having
lost,
it.
Oh no, I lost the audio for that segment. What a shame. No, but thank you both for coming onto the show. This was a lot of fun. Great way to start off cosplayers. Honestly, this is like the only dual interview that I could think of doing for quite some time. I can't think of anybody else that I'd want to have on as like a joint, except maybe Ask Guys Flower. But that's another thing. But otherwise, that is going to conclude this week's episode. But otherwise, tune in the next time and when I have something out. So I'll see all of you the next time. Bye.
Bye.